Alright everyone, I'm gonna go over a few things about future music, what's the plan for 2025, information about the channel itself, how I'm gonna do things for the rest of next year, the rest of this year. There's a new album that I'm currently working on. I'm gonna break that down, the concept, the title, just talk about that a little bit. Any type of EP or mixtape for next year, I'm gonna break that down. How I'm gonna drop the singles for next year, live performances. I'm gonna break all of that down in this video. Just explain what's the plan is and how I'm gonna do everything for 2025. Even ahead of that, new track, Waldo. That's out on all platforms everywhere. I dropped that on December 4th. Everywhere where I got my music, you'll be able to find that track. It's also on my YouTube channel. On December 14th, I got another track that I'm dropping. This one's called Cafe Fiend. Same thing with Waldo. Available everywhere for December 14th, 12 o'clock a.m. round the dot. Also available on my YouTube page. I dropped an artwork cover for it not too long ago. That's available everywhere where I put my content and music. December 14th, check out Cafe Fiend. After that track, that's the last song that I'm dropping for this year. January 4th, that's when I'll start dropping singles again. I'll talk more about that January 4th release after I drop Cafe Fiend. So just like I did with Waldo, I won't announce the next track until the first tracks drop. So Waldo, that's out. I revealed Cafe Fiend. After I drop Cafe Fiend, then I'll talk more about the next single release. So for next year, 2025, starting from January, I'm dropping 3 tracks every single month, the 4th, the 14th, and the 24th. So just like I did it with this year, I'm gonna do the same thing next year. Every month, the 4th, 14th, and the 24th, I'll have a single drop available, and every song will be available everywhere where I post my music, through Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. Everywhere where I have my content and music, it'll be available every single month up until there's an album, an EP, or a mixtape. It'll be 3 tracks every month, depending on when I drop that EP. So say it's March 4th, I'll probably take a month off of dropping singles. So I'll probably take a break from dropping singles because I got the EP out. And then April 4th, I'll continue dropping the singles. That's how it's gonna be for 2025, just like 2024. And I plan on dropping at least 1 EP. It might be 2, but for sure it's gonna be 1 EP. Definitely a mixtape, and of course the album, Lights, Camera, Actors. That's what I'm gonna break that one down in a second. But besides that album, I definitely plan on dropping an EP and a mixtape. Probably 2 EPs, a mixtape, and the album. And that's all I have so far. I might add more to that roster, but I'm keeping it like that for now. Any type of project that I have set up for the future, I'm gonna talk more about it as we get closer to the day that I drop it, so that it's just better that way. It'll be easier to remember. So the new album, this is a 10-track album that I'm dropping for next year, June 4th. That's the official day I'm dropping it. This one's called Lights, Camera, Actors, and I talked just a bit about it the last video that I posted before I dropped Waldo. The whole concept behind Lights, Camera, Actors is basically, the meaning behind it is to expose the phoniness that not just people some places will give off. It has a little bit to do with all of the Hollywood people getting exposed. So P. Diddy, with everything that happened to him, Mr. Beast, just a lot of celebrities, famous people that's been getting exposed for the last 2 years. The whole Cat Williams podcast, the fact that a lot of celebrities are getting exposed for a lot of stuff that was getting swept under the rug. It's mainly about that, lights, camera, actors. The lights and the camera, when the lights and the camera is on those that try to be real most of the time, but realistically they are just actors at the end of the day. You got the camera and the lights on, then they'll start pretending to be a certain character that the world is just gonna take. Okay, yeah, this guy's normal. But then really when the cameras are off and the lights are turned off, then they're a completely different person. The whole time, a lot of these celebrities and famous people are being looked at as idols, and some people worship them in a lot of ways, especially before all this P. Diddy stuff being exposed, the way people would look up at celebrities was just like a godly thing. It's almost like they worship celebrities, right? And then after they got exposed, people are now seeing celebrities and a lot of famous people for what they really are. These like journalists and YouTubers and just people talking about a lot of stuff that gets swept under the rug. A lot of these like celebrities get paid to like stay quiet. It basically has to do with that. All of the weirdness that's going on in like the whole celebrity world, even in the music industry. Some artists showing off a lot of demonic symbolism that makes it seem like they're trying to brainwash a lot of music listeners to like choose one side over, you know, being like real and actually making songs that reflect who they are as a person instead of put it on a mask, pretending to be a completely different character just to put money into the label's pockets, and that's the end of it. That's what the album represents, basically. Lights, camera, actors, you know, instead of lights, camera, action that everybody's used to hearing. It just reminds you of like a normal setting. You got your director and you got like your actors just going through another day on the job, putting together like a TV show or a movie. I'm replacing the lights, camera, action with lights, camera, actors. So now all the attention is directed to the phoniness that a lot of famous people put on just to get money in their pockets, because that's what it ends up being, right? Eventually it leads to companies and like the suits and all the business people to make money off of the art form that's meant to be art in the first place, right? But then a lot of these suits are taking advantage of it instead of trying to create art for like the world, right? That's what lights, camera, actors, that's the meaning behind it. Stay tuned for that album, man. I'm basically 90% finished. Everything's recorded and mixed. I just gotta do like small things here and there. I'm thinking of adding stuff. Even the beats, I might add like more instruments or switch up a bass line or something like that. I'm just doing the whole like post-production thing right now with it. It's basically done. I'd say like 90% done. I'm gonna release this one for June 4th for next year. Lights, camera, actors, man. I even have like the track listing complete too, but I'm not gonna post that yet. I'm gonna wait closer to June 4th. Then I'm gonna post the track listing of the album. But there is 10 tracks. I can definitely tell you guys that. Look out for all this music coming up for the future for 2025, man. I really appreciate all you guys listening to my music over 2024. Over the years, man, since I've started, everyone that's been there day one, I really appreciate the views and the listens, man. I am doing my very best to perform. I'm trying to find some resources, some people, network, and get some connections so that I can set up a performance. Not just one performance, but I want to find a way to do this so that I can continue to do it for the future and not just perform once and then wait like 10 months later or like a year later and then perform again. Like I want to find like a system where I can perform consistently, like maybe once a month or something like that, and then maybe that turns into like another thing. I just gotta like talk to a few people and try to like get some connections going, but that's still for sure gonna be a thing. I've been practicing a lot of different songs for that, so like this is gonna get done. Merch too. I am talking to a few people about putting the logo on some like t-shirts and hats. I'm just trying to find like the right price for it, the right people to help me. Lots of content, the way the schedule's been working with the TikTok compilations. It's gonna be the same schedule every single week, even through 2025. And I'll let you guys know if there's any changes. Cafe Fiend set for the 14th of December, and then that's it. I'm not releasing a song until January 4th. Check out Cafe Fiend, man. Yeah, man. And anything else, like any EP or mixtape that I'm working on, I'm gonna let you guys know about it before like I make it official. As of right now, I just got the album set for June 4th. All the singles that I have up until I drop that album. Any other project, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, man, make sure you subscribe, like the video. That'll definitely help me, and comment. It's been a crazy year, 2024. The year went by pretty fast. For me, it did. I really hope you guys are enjoying what you're hearing. That's all I got for this video. I just wanted to like break down what the album meant. That's it, man. That's all I got. I'm out.